he was, probably, I don't know, what would you call that? Like, when you're powerful or whatever.
Yeah.
And, and so she, she moves into this amazing life.
Right.
And
Cause she waited on him and he asked her out. Do you remember anything else about her? Listen, do you think she knew what she was doing? Like, okay, this guy's in my table every night. Like, let me land him.
oh, for sure. Oh, no,
You do.
100%. Oh, yeah. But that's not, unique to Erika. Like 99% of the good looking girls in LA are there to, basically land a position of power through a guy, unfortunately. And I mean, I hate to say it, but when I had my business, I was actually, really, it was really unusual for a girl in LA to have a business. So, you know,
Right.
it was like I actually had a different level of clout with a lot of the powerful guys there because they were like, oh, Dana's not one of those girls. She's got like a business and she doesn't need anything from me, basically. So I
You
got
don't
to be friends with a lot of them.
you don't remember Tom coming in though, right? Like I think you remember her, but you don't remember him, do you?
I wouldn't remember him. He's not like, I would have just, didn't matter how much power he had. I would just have not noticed him. Sorry.
I listen, you're just being honest. So, I mean, they're getting this divorce, obviously. And I mean, do you think so? I mean, obviously, I mean, everyone thinks it's a sham. Like, is there any, like, you think it's a sham too, right?
Well, no, my position on Erika getting the divorce wasn't that it was a sham. They came up with the sham concept as a way that Erika was trying to hide assets was the allegation being made, and I don't think that that's what she was doing. In fact, I think she was trying to separate herself from the debt cascade that she knew was coming. That she wouldn't drown in it. And so, because it's a 50-50 state in California and she had no prenup, I would imagine that her biggest concern was to inherit the debt that he was going to inherit as his partner, which then would bankrupt her. Right.
Right. So you
Right.
really think that you don't think that Tom and Erica, Mr. Girardi, who people say is one of the most brilliant lawyers around, and Aaron Brockovich, you don't think they sat up one night and said, we're in this together and this is what we need to do? You think this is like a real divorce?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I do. I think that this is a real divorce that came from survival. I believe Erica's survival mechanism kicked in. She's had a tough life. There's no question about it. A young mom, with, having a baby that young, working as a go-go dancer before Chasen's, then working as like a waitress, like that's a tough time. And, this was, I think she has a survivor instinct and she saw this coming down the path and was like, I've got to get out now, quick.